My 10 biggest mistakes building companies. This is number 9. And again, this isn't all in any particular order, but number 9 for me is firing too slowly. There is reality in the world of growing a company. And it's kind of shocking, but every employee is not perfect. Depending on where you are as you're building your business, you will start adding employees. You may be adding a lot at a time. You may be adding your first employee, but there is an ultimate reality, and it's a mistake that I have made many times in my career. This is a famous quote as it relates to your employees. I really wish I had waited longer to fire that employee. Do you know who said that? No one. No successful entrepreneur who is having a challenge with an employee says, I wish I waited longer to fire them. I am not sitting here saying it's easy. It's not easy. It's challenging. But when we are building a business, we have a DNA. Our organization has a culture. This is your vision, your perspective, the way that you want things within your company. Now, you have a belief system. Your belief system, your core DNA is the culture of the organization. Whatever you believe is supposed to be the way that things are done, that permeates throughout your team. If your philosophy is that customer is never wrong, then the customer is never wrong. If your philosophy is excellence is required, then excellence is required. With my kids, I used to always say in my organization, whatever, if a task has once begun, leave it not until it's done. And if a matter big or small, do it well or not at all. What am I saying? I'm saying that there's a level of excellence that is expected. And when we go to build our team, oftentimes we bring people in, especially as you get bigger and the hiring process gets more diversified and you've got other people within the organization hiring, or even if you're hiring someone to help you bring on new employees, there's no I in team. And oftentimes people don't connect to your organization. They don't relate for one reason or another. They come on day one and they are the greatest gift to you and your business and your team. And then over time, they don't evolve, or over time, they don't want to expand and grow at the pace that you want to, or they just simply don't have the belief system, or stuff can happen in their personal lives. That's when it becomes difficult, right? But it's your team. You want to build a team. You can't win the sport of entrepreneurship without a strong team. Now, if you are a solopreneur and you're not looking to grow, then maybe this isn't applicable to you. But to a certain extent, even when you hire subcontractors or you hire people to help you with your business, you want to make sure that they have the same mental makeup that you do. So you have your team, and the team is the most important thing. Now, there's a reality. You can see this in the world of sports, where the superstar of the team leaves the organization or gets fired from the organization, whatever it may be. But one bad apple can sour the entire team, and it's essential. We have to eradicate the bad apple. The challenge that a lot of times that we have is, how do I do it? There is a right way and a wrong way to fire someone. You know, and I'm not going to sit here and go through step by step and all the things you need to do, but there's a right way to do it. And I challenge you, go online, figure it out, find out the exact right way to do things, because ultimately that also represents you, your organization, your culture, your DNA. But I promise you that your good apples, I promise you that your good players, your team is going to respect you when you exit that bad apple fast. And I promise you another thing, they will disrespect you and they will have less of a belief in your leadership skills if you can't get rid of the bad apple. Because we want to build a team. We need the right players on the team if we want to win. I'll finish with this. Guess what? It is not easy. It's very difficult to do this. your stomach gets in knots. You sit down with the person, they may not be expecting this. There is an entire process that we go through within an organization to, make sure that we do our best to hire the right employee. We make sure we do our best to have performance reviews. We go through all of these appropriate things, but sometimes it doesn't work out. You can go through the best process in hiring and trying to, do personality assessments to bring in that right person to your organization to make sure they fit, but they don't always fit. And it is hard. You're dealing with people's lives. You're dealing with people's livelihoods. If they're not expecting it, this is unbelievably painful. I've been in exit interviews where there's been lots of tears, but it is not something that you can ignore. Suck it up, baby. And I'm saying that a little bit tongue in cheek, but we've got to have the toughness and the fortitude and the belief that doing this difficult thing is going to help the team grow. It's going to help your organization grow. It's going to build your leadership perception amongst your team. Great leaders have to make tough decisions. I'll leave you with that and look forward to seeing you in the next section, and have an absolutely amazing day.